have launched the SV6 or $7,500 giveaway. There's only a few hundred people in it so far. Those of you that have entered, I really appreciate it. Yeah, your chances of winning this thing are extremely high. Alrighty, so we've got the Stato on the chopping block, about to get dismantled, and I'll start getting through. I don't even know whether by the time you guys see this I'll actually have stuff like this listed yet, but I haven't listed the parts for sale yet. They will be for sale soon, and you'll be able to find the link to my auto parts on my website, rcshq.com. So yeah, if you guys are chasing bits and you see one of the cars that I'm pulling apart and you need some stuff, jump on there, buy it, I appreciate you. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to get into dismantling. I'm not going to film everything I'm doing with dismantling the car because I know you guys probably don't really want to see it, but I'll film bits and pieces. Yeah, I'm not going to go fully into depth pulling cars apart, just a little bit of extra content for you guys. And if I find something interesting or a cool part or something that's in really good nick, I might talk about it, whatever, but otherwise it'll just be a few clips of me pulling the car apart because I'm going to be doing this. I set aside a full day a week to film, which is why I'm only doing one episode a fortnight, because it generally takes me at least 2 days of filming to make one episode and then 2 days of editing. But I'm going to be trying to pull apart, if I'm pulling apart cars like this, you can probably hear my dogs in the office, but if I'm pulling apart cars like this Stato here, I'm going to try and do it after work. So yeah, I'd working around a 9-hour day in the construction business, you know, so we'd travel, it's 10 hours or whatever, but then I'm going to try and come back and spend 2 or 3 hours a night pulling cars apart, and then in the future I'll be also processing and dispatching stuff as well. So yeah, just trying to get that extra little bit of money. I could just work in the construction business more, but I'm giving myself to that business basically full time now, so that's pretty much all I want to do. I still want to be mucking around with cars. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't want to have people coming here, so this is a trade-off. Instead of me working on other people's cars, I'm going to be parting out cars to get that little bit extra money, and then I'll put those into things, my own cars, like SV6 and whatever that HSV bumper's for, and my Stato and the mini truck and all my other cars. So yeah, and the best thing about being in my own shed is that I can have well, not that you guys will hear it because I can't use the music, but I can have the music pumping, have the dogs here, pulling cars apart, having a good time, and no one can disturb me. So it's awesome. Anyway, let's get into it. here, the stator will go back out onto the hoist and get pulled apart, and I'll take all those pictures up and then I'll take all those parts up, picture them, and get them listed for sale, and then put them into the inventory. Yeah, I'll be supplying and fitting that motor, so that I'm not sure if it'll be in this video or not. Might end up being in the next one. I'd say it probably will be end up being in the next video. I'll pull the engine out of that and put it into that stator, because right now I've actually got to get ready, because you guys would have probably already seen this already, but I'm going to do a giveaway on my VE. If it hasn't already finished, which it shouldn't have, yeah, it'll be tickets from $10 to enter to win that. So you just jump on my website, rcshq.com, and every $10 that you spend gets you an entry into the giveaway. So just like all the ones that I've ever run, this difference is you're going to win a car, or you'd get the car, or $7.5 grand cash. So calling it the big reset, because obviously I've just done this massive move and shut down the shop, and I'm going to use hopefully if that does really well, I'll use the funds from that to fix up that SS. Don't want to do a lot of that sort of stuff, but I'm terrible at selling cars. So I'm kind of hoping that the person that wins takes the $7.5 grand cash option, so I get to keep the VE, because I don't really want to get rid of it, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense to have two VEs. I need to get this car tidied up for that. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to jump out of the shed now, because I'm going to get stuck into sorting out all these parts that I've been pulling off. And yeah, we'll do a little bit more work on my cars next weekend, which will still be in this video. So I will see you guys then. I've got Deacon coming by shortly. We're going to work on some marketing stuff for the VE, and then he's got a tail shaft I need to replace the center bearing in. So we'll do that, and then we'll get stuck into replacing some more stuff in my Statesman. So anyway, let's get into it. So we're currently on day 3 of that giveaway. I'm just about to start working on my Statesman, replacing some bits in that. I've just been out this morning doing some stuff in the other business. I'm gonna be honest, if the giveaway truck's out like this, I'm gonna be lucky to cover the cost of that car. What you guys don't see, a lot of people have done some quick maths on the giveaway and said that I'm making so much money, but the tiers come with a lot of merch. So I've got probably 3 times the worth of that car sitting in merch, waiting to go out. I'm hoping that that gets a lot higher towards our entrant cap, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll just won't be doing another one. But if we can sell it out, even at the entrant cap, and I end up doing okay with merch in the car, I'll do another one. I probably won't run that, because I'm only going to run that if it's going to be, it has to be extremely profitable for me to have to actually want to get rid of that car, because it means a lot to me, that car. You know, I've put so much effort and time and money into it, as I've said before, but yeah, this thing, I bought that to do a giveaway. So as much as I love that car and I don't want to give it away, and I'll be happy if someone takes the cash, it's a tool. You know, it's a tool for marketing so that I can try and keep the channel going in the direction that I want it to go. So I thought I'd just give you guys a heads up. If you are one of the people that have already bought tickets, some people have bought some of the higher tiers, and I really appreciate that. So you're going to get some pretty cool merch. I've got some cool stuff. Obviously, you might get some of this sort of thing, but there's also going to be, in every pack, merch pack, there's going to be exclusive stuff that you cannot get anywhere else. It'll just be for this giveaway, and that's it. And then if I do, say if it does work and I do another one, I'll get cool exclusive stuff just for that one. So every time I do one of these, it'll be paired up with a car. The merch will be paired up with a car, and it'll be exclusive. Not to the car always, because this some of the stuff has stuff to do with the car, but most of the exclusive merch is just cool things that I've bought that I think you guys I like, and I think you guys might like. So yeah, you'll be basically buying mystery gifts. Yeah, it all helps support the channel. So I just want to make sure you guys are getting value out of this. You know, I don't want to be just selling tickets. You know, I want it to be, you're getting merch, and then yeah, it helps support me and keeps the channel going. I don't know how much to say or what I can say without it trying to sound like good or bad or whatever, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm going to be as transparent as I can. I'm not going to talk about numbers, because a few times I've mentioned numbers of what I've done in my business on the channel, and I've got massive backlash off it. So I just will tell you whether it's doing well or not, and how many entrants are actually in the giveaway and stuff like that. So at the moment, we've only got a few hundred, and it's kind of scaring the shit out of me. I haven't actually slept in a few days, so I'm very nervous about it, and I don't know whether I'm going to lose my ass on it or not. As long as I end up covering the costs, I'm not too worried about it, but I just won't do another one. But if I lose money, well, after spending all the money on my shed, I don't really want to lose money, so I can't afford to lose any more money. Anyway, so yeah, a little bit stressed. Thought I'd just give you guys an update. Obviously this video is one video to you guys, but I filmed this over the last couple of weeks, so you're kind of getting different levels of me progressing through this, and I will be chucking those in the next upcoming video until it enters, because I don't really want to do, I did do that VE specific video for the giveaway, but I will do that if I do a giveaway, I will do that on each car, but more or less I'll be trying to push them throughout my normal episode. So yeah, and I just want to bring you guys along for the ride. Like, is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Like, it just sort of blows my mind. Like I said, I think I said in the episode about the VE, like, people used to do GoFundMe pages where they'd get nothing but supporting the content creator. So people used to do that, whereas now I'm trying to like give value. Like, you either win a car or you get merch or whatever, and it's still extremely hard to get people to step over that line to help, you know. Like, it'd be awesome to have, like, YouTube has its own subscriber thing where you can subscribe to my channel and then that goes to me, and that helps a lot too. But not a lot of people do that either. It's crazy. People want to see your content, but then they don't want to support you financially to show you that you can get the content, because it's not like you earn much money off the actual revenue off these things. Your creators don't get paid that much money off any platform. Facebook pays pretty good apparently. I'm not really on Facebook very much, and it's not really a platform I want to be on. I want to stick with YouTube. I like YouTube. It costs a lot to have all this stuff. As you guys could imagine, most people have 1 or 2 cars, and that costs them a lot as it is. I've got a dozen cars, so it costs a lot to maintain and upkeep and that. I just got 3 more regos on my desk I got this morning. You know what I mean? It all adds up very, very quickly. But anyway, I've jibber-jabbered on again, as I always do. So let's get stuck into my Statesman. I got out of that Statesman, pretty much the reason I bought that Statesman was for the rear garnish, because mine has a crack in it somewhere. Mine has a little crack here on my garnish, but unfortunately I've had to sell the garnish off that Statesman as part of the deal with my hoist, so I didn't get to keep that. But what I did get to keep was this center console, which someone has mounted a phone in at some point, so it's got holes in it. And then this trim around the head unit here too, mine has 2 screw holes in it, same thing. I think someone must have had a sat phone or something in the car at some point. So yeah, I'm going to be able to remove those, and that cleans up the interior. The interior then, now, once I do that, is probably a 9.5 out of 10, and the outside of the car is probably, in my opinion, is probably an 8 out of 10, but a lot of people would probably think it's more a 9.5 out of 10. I'm just very fussy. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to move this bench, move my Statesman so I can actually film what I'm doing. I'm trying to get back on a little bit of an angle here. So anyway, let's get into it. In all my excitement getting the Statesman, I didn't even think about the fact that there's different colour trims. So I don't know whether it's a Series 2, Series 3 thing, but what I'm going to do is, it annoys me that it's got these holes in the center console from where someone had something mounted. So I'm actually going to use the center part of the one out of my car. That looks like these just unscrew. So I'll have to swap that to the other colour, and we'll put that in there, because this one's actually got a little twist in the lid up the top there, so I'd rather use my one, and I can just sell what's left of that. But I can actually keep these side bits with my original center console, and I'll just put that away up in the container so that I've got that for the original parts if I ever go to sell it and someone might want it. But yeah, I'm going to put the dark stuff in there for now. It still matches up with the dash, so instead of it being instead of it being this colour here, it's more this colour. So it still does fit in with the interior. It's just darker than what was in there, which for me, to be honest, is probably a better colour, safer colour to have in there. So anyway, we'll swap some little bits over here and there, and then we will reinstall everything. Don't know if I hate it. Ugh. I also didn't notice until I actually had it in the car. I might have broken it myself, I'm not sure. But it's got a crack across the shifter bit. So it does have the ashtray, it doesn't have holes in it, but it's got a crack. And I'm not too much of a fan of the colour. I ended up pulling it back out and putting my other console back in and then putting the other console back in because I was like, I don't remember it having this weird gap. But I think just because of the colour that it was, you didn't notice it, whereas now you notice it. So I don't know. I'm going to leave it in there for now. I'll probably try and hunt down another car or another Senate console that is the same colour, that doesn't have the same colour, that doesn't have the holes in it. And maybe I'll change it back, but I'll also need one of the side trims for the Senate for the console, because the driver's side one has the holes in it, so I need to replace that. But anyway, I mean, it wasn't time wasted, but I'm just, I don't know, kind of like not feeling too great about it. Not hard, it wasn't a hard job obviously, so it doesn't really matter if I end up pulling it back out, but for now I think that that's going to stay in there, and if I do happen to come across a better center console, I think I'll change it. But until then, I think I'll just leave it. Just stop being so bloody picky. I just want it to be perfect, but it's so hard to have a perfect car that's old. Yeah, I've got another part that will go up on the store. Like I said, it's just got a little bit of like a kink here. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, something's like whether the heat's got it or whatever, but I'll chuck that up on the store. I'm sure it's better than what someone's got, so definitely not worth throwing this sort of stuff out, although it will cost a bit to post, I suppose. It's a bit awkward. I'll have to probably put it in a box, otherwise it gets smashed to bits. I'll be listing that on the store at some point. Probably not for a few weeks. I could pretty much guarantee to you guys that I won't be... I've got a lot of stuff ready to list on the store, but I don't want to start listing stuff for sale because I know I'll start selling, and I'm not sure when I'll have the time to start posting, because at the moment I'm going to have to focus on posting out these merch packs that people are buying to enter the VE giveaway. So yeah, I just want to focus on that for now, see how it goes. If I end up running another one like this car or whatever before Christmas, another one, I want to have the time to make sure that I do all that properly. So if I just run the VE, then I'll start listing past on my store. Otherwise I will run another one. But yeah, I don't want to overload myself with too much work, because that's why I close the shop. Let me know what you guys think about that center console. Do you hate it? I didn't think it'd be quite drastically different color, even though it does match the top of the dash. It is quite a lot different. Yeah, not so sure how I feel about it at the moment. So let me know your thoughts. Help me decide. If one of you guys have one of those center consoles and trim I need, let me know. Otherwise, I'll keep a lookout. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.